Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Welcome back to our next lesson. Today we'll continue with the third part of the story on page 77. maanta waxaan sii wadan doonaa qaybtii saddexaad ee sheekada ee boga 77. Let's begin. My dog and I go back up the road and back along the river. There's not very much ice on it now, only some thin pieces here and there. At some places in the middle of the river, where there is a hole in the ice, dark black water comes through. There's fog here and there, along the side of the river. We go back across the bridge. We go back through the park. We go back by the stores, all of them. But Mr. Grant's meat market are closed now. The little hotels still open. There are many people in the hotel restaurant. The lights inside are bright. We go back along Park Street until we come to University Street. At the corner of Park and University Streets, where there's a stoplight, we go left. We go along University Street until we come to our house. Soon we are back inside out of the cold, wet snow. What a day. How lucky we are to be back home again. It's almost 6:30. I take off my hat and heavy overcoat. I put them away. I take off my winter boots, put them on a piece of newspaper, and put on my house shoes. Okay, so why is putting the winter boots on newspaper? My boots are very good for this kind of weather. All day long my feet were never wet. They are still dry now, but because the outsides of my boots are a little wet, I put them by the stove. Okay, stove sholadi. It's important that I do not put them too close to the hot stove or there may be a problem. It's dinner time and both my dog and I are very hungry. I put a bowl of water down on the floor for my dog. Clean water's necessary for a dog. I also put a bone that still has some meat on it down for him. It's easy for him to take the meat off the bone with his teeth. He is very happy with his dinner. I put some water on the stove for tea. I take a piece of boiled beef and yesterday's potato salad out of the icebox. I put the meat in my oven and the bowl of salad on the table. I also put my plate and teacup on the table, together with a knife, fork and spoon. In a few minutes, when the beef's hot enough, I take it out of the oven and put it on the table. My dinner's all ready. Where's my newspaper? It always has 1 or 2 pieces of interesting news on the front page. Also, I must take a look on the back page at tomorrow's weather report. At the end of dinner, my dog goes close to the stove and takes his place. I go into the living room with a second cup of tea and take my own place on the sofa at the front of my television. There should be a good film on television tonight about an airplane that went down in a snowstorm not too long ago. Okay? So hopefully you understand this, and then inshallah we'll go through the questions. See you next lesson. Assalamu alaikum.